There we go. Perfect, perfect. Alright, we're back with this again. Let's see if I remember where we left off last time. March 1st. I already forgot where we were at last time. Oh, here, I can see it. Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. This was the stranger, I think, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go and just like check on what I did last time. Because I don't really remember, unfortunately. Oh, I finished a run last time. Okay, yeah, I did finish last time. Did the run and then went to the new reality. Did the thing with the long quiet and the shifting mound. Alright, let's see. I know what I'm doing now. Okay. Okay, there's still one more standard, like, ending to get me. You're equal in combat. So I think that would be if I, what's it called? Holy shit. Like, fight her, but don't let her win. Would be... I'm gonna try that and see how that goes. And then this one looks like it might be... If I... Using the words of the prison has offered, you can always choose to walk away empty-handed. So put your heart on the line. So would this be if I killed the prisoner? Maybe if I killed the prisoner. That's right, because we got the ending where she was like... Where she, like, we rotted in there together. Or with her handing her your weapon, she's locked up. Successfully free her. Oh, okay, so it tells me kind of how to... Without a head. Ooh. What the fuck? Yoinks. Okay. Can I click that one? No, but I can click this one and kind of see. Resist a god through force of arms. Resist a god but ultimately succumb. Resist a god purely through force of will, no weapons. Fell a god, fell a god, fell a god. You've been here before and overall my heart. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try and get this vessel, and then I want to see one more thing. I want to see the damsel. Oh no, slay her. Yeah, there is a slay her option for the damsel. She's changing. You have to slay her now. A pliable heart, a gentle heart. Give her everything she didn't know she wanted. Oh, right. That was when I, like, yeesh. Oh, okay, so this is if I, like, let her go crazy and she'll... Okay, I think I know what I have to do to get some of these endings. I'm gonna try and get this one first, and then we'll go from there. No, I'm...
Voice of the hero.
Oh.
Explore. The end of the...
I don't want
Voice
that.
of the hero. Hey. Self-voicing disabled.
The fuck? I didn't know he had a self-voicing option. Just want to see if I can do... Okay. Main menu. Yes. There we go. Okay, here we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Got it. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. Can I hope what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
The narrator's such a dick. Let's just go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I hate him. Proceed into the cabin. Let's go. Alright, so we're gonna try and fight her.
The interior of
instead
the
of
cabin
just like letting
is
her
almost
kill
entirely
me.
bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, yeah, I gotta take the blade, I think.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's not. I'm gonna just tighten grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not
I'm
armed?
positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
She was just threatening us a second ago. Am I the only one here unnerved by that perfect little laugh? I'll take that as a sign that you're finally coming around to reason.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I mean, I have seen you do
I'm
some
supposed
fucked
to be
up shit.
capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's got a very fair point.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Hello, it's going good. I'm just trying to see more endings for this game, kind of figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. It's going good though. How's it going? Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward,
Did that do it? I don't even
sinking
know
the
if that
blade
did it.
deep
I don't
into
know
the
if that was enough.
princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
I don't know if I did that right.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's fair. Monday's very long, but it is a very good game. I've got a good chunk of
You're
it
on
done,
a
but there's a
path
bunch of different
in the
endings and
woods.
such
And at
that
the
I'm
end
trying
of
to
that
get. It's a
path
very good game,
is
though.
a
I
cabin.
100% would recommend it.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
I think I already gotten the
it will
razor.
be the end of the world.
That's fine. I'll try and get a different ending for the razor. Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah, it's like a visual novel kind of vibe
This whole
with
thing's a crock of shit.
bunch
She's
of
just
different
going to colonise
endings,
out
bunch of
of nowhere
different
and
choices you
stab
can
us
make to
again.
kind of see what your choices do to the situation. It's
Stab
really
us to
fun.
death. And you
Really
won't have
fun.
to
It's a
worry
very
about
visual
that.
novel
The
type.
princess
I
is
really enjoy it
unarmed.
though.
Yeah,
Just
that's
not.
exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death. Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I want to see. I'm gonna check. I want to check something. Where's the? No, I don't want
Self-voicing disabled.
I don't want the self-voicing. How do I get to the? That's not okay. Is this? Yeah, there we go. Memories. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I have gotten the razor. Her favor, but her hands were behind her back. So it's the army getting a little closer. Call an ambulance, but not for me. She was like water, piercing. Okay, make her blush, call an ambulance. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that is gonna go. I might get the, I don't even know how to get the new ending. We'll try it. We'll see. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. I already asked them that a million times. Let's just go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. There's
We know what to look
so
out
many
for this
endings.
time.
Each
We know to be careful.
like path has
Just stay
a bunch of
focused and
different
you'll be fine.
endings to that path. Some paths have like a secondary path on them, like you can get a second chapter and that can end it, or you can get a third chapter. I have no idea how many endings there are. I do know I have gotten a lot of them. I've gotten a decent chunk, and I am only about 28% complete on Steam, so that's terrifying.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken
Yeah, a lot.
boards, their splintered edges
I have no
as
idea what the exact
uninviting as
number
shattered
is.
glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Did I take the blade? I'm gonna go without the blade. I feel like that's...
Are we really doing this without a weapon? You know she has one, right? Once again, I'd like to remind you that she's unarmed.
No, she's not.
But you're right, this would be a lot easier if you had the blade. I hope you know what you're doing.
I don't. We're winging it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You said that about a castle one time.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you. That sound could be anything. It's It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, that's unsettling, actually. I don't like that one.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Not just this by. Okay, fine. I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach.
I don't like that.
You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Right.
Again? Really?
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I think I fucked up my soup. Oh, that's a new one, I think. I don't think I've gotten No Way Out before.
You're on a path in the woods. No,
I don't think I want to
fuck
get No
that.
Way Out.
If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Who cares about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is actually about having fun.
Yes, I love Contrarian. My favorite
This is
voice.
fun for you. It's not
Oh.
fun for me. I don't like being sliced
They're
to
all
pieces.
here. Oh, jeez. This is a
Great,
party
so
in here.
obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
How would I have known that? You
Right,
didn't
that's
tell me
too
that.
much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, the game's got some real rough moments. It is definitely like a mature
Then,
rated
We
game,
throw it out
but
the window.
what the
What? That blade is the only edge we have.
Wait,
We are
what?
not. Too late, because we already did it, didn't we?
It's very funny. The voices in your head
Fortunately
are
for the rest of you,
really
me,
great.
and for the sake of the world, yes. That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that. You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to do things.
Yeah, all of the voices are in your head.
What's done is done. I suggest you make the best
They're
of
all
it.
voiced by the same guy, which is incredible. But the narrator and all of the voices are just existing in your head. It's all one dude, just having a real intense moment.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but
Yeah, it's
how
very
are we
good.
supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
This guy sucks. I hate the narrator
There isn't
so
a door, there's just that
fucking much.
mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Approach the mirror. I got no other choice.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, Riley smiling at you from a distance.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Right.
And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny! That's a joke! I'm going to kill you now.
Cool.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea. That was you. I know, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that.
Right.
I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so...
Yeah, they are very different personalities.
Your
It's incredibly
internal
funny.
is cut short by the wet
Christ,
sound of
okay.
slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh
Cool.
of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What we doing?
I don't know. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her.
Now that is an interesting move. Interesting? It's disgusting. No, don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Okay, but she's still pretty.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
She's pretty.
Of course we do. I'm into it. The one making the decisions is into it. Are you not?
Yeah, you know, a little flirt
I
saves the
don't
day,
think
you know? Who knows? We'll give it a
I
shot.
don't know. I could go either way, honestly.
She doesn't want us.
You're just saying that because you want her to be into you.
I know. I thought I was being obvious.
Give her the look. What the fuck? Here comes the smolder. Flynn Rider vibes.
The look. Yeah, the best flirts know how to flirt without saying anything. We just have to let her know, right?
Yeah.
Flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she
Why did
breaks
that
into a
fucking
wide
work?
grin. Unbelievable.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
What is this?
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you and skewers you.
Right, of course.
Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
I don't know.
I don't actually know how to answer.
Yes.
That question.
That's the
I think it means
depressive
how many times
voice
we
in your head.
died. Yes. That. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
I haven't. It's 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Why are her teeth like that?
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Right.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Come on, show me something new.
Let me see. We're gonna appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. It doesn't work, and she kills you again. And again. And again. And again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you. More noise isn't helping, it's just making it harder to focus. Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep dodging. She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window. Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die. Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. No steel claw, though.
I lost count. Like
Tossing it the only thing we've
7,
done that was
8.
permanent.
A
That's
lot.
Sick joke, universe. A sick, sick joke.
I got stabbed a lot of times. It's
gone
okay.
for
It's
good,
fine.
And maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel. Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have
I think we're past. I think we're past love.
when you've mastered yourself? Who needs anything when we don't matter?
I love the broken so much.
Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros.
This isn't really a.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
You're fine. You don't need you.
Don't care. Just want to see how this ends. Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
I think I remember what this is. I think I might
I'm
have
not
gotten
going
this
to wait
before.
for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
I think I know what this is.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin
Yep.
twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and
I hate the
viscera,
eyeball. Ugh.
pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
Got it.
A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Sure, homie.
Yes. Behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that ever even slightly worked for us.
I'm willing to try it again.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form. And yet there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again she swings at you, but there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something, or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and... that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward, the very contact with what you are repelling her to the point of destruction. The din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly in your palm. Not another word is spoken. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Are you who would sent me to save Leia the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope, as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, I want to check the
You're
memories
here to slay her.
just to see what I got there. Try to linger with your nightmares, then let them run wild. Alright, so I want to see what happens if I kill the damsel. So I'm going to try and get the damsel ending. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna just go to the basement without the blade. I want to try and get the damsel ending and see what happens if I kill the damsel.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
hate it.
her
Every
teeth tearing
time
through
I
her limb
hate
with
it.
the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I am gonna try and... at some point I want to see what happens if I slay her here, but... I'm gonna warn her because I want to get the damsel out and then kill her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Good. Hell yeah, let's see.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that
Love
isn't
is,
worth
it is a love story. Ultimately, the game is a love story, despite it feeling like a horror game most of the time. It is like a very cyclic love story. I don't want to say too much more than that because, like, obviously some spoilers, but love is always on the table with this game.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, I'll take the blade this time. I know I definitely didn't take it the last time I did this, so we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Yep.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Technically.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, it's not. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry for what happened the last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Thank God.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Jesus Christ.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I'm gonna rescue her, and then once we go up, I hate this, but I'm gonna stab her in the back.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Yes.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I want to see if I push her, but I'm gonna slay her this time, but I definitely want to try and push her and see what happens if I, like, push this breaking her thing. This isn't right. Let's just get out of here.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this.
It's very interesting. There's
Absolutely flawless.
a lot going
As the
on.
princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world
did I
for
not?
our happy ending.
I wanted to
I like
grab
to think
it.
that you do, actually.
It's a little annoying.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
But I like him. He's fun.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you've got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle. And... the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's fair.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Ignore them.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Oh, I
Yes,
think I messed
suppose
this
you are
up.
going
Yeah,
to do
I
that,
did.
aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
I either had to leave the knife and stab her up there or stab her down when I
And then
could,
you
the
step out.
opportunity. I fucked that up. It's fine.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's not the other end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've heard them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more. and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I'm just gonna go back. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I fucked that one up. Damn. I can't get the damsel ending again. It won't let me do it.
You're on a path in the
I'll try to get the
woods.
prisoner. There's
And at the end of that
something for
path
the
is a
prisoner, I think, right? Let's see what we can do here. I might resist the divine. I still want to get this one. That was... Oh, of course, the hand to feel see the tower. Nightmares until let them... Mystic divine nature until it's...
You're here to slay her.
Okay.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
There is. You can reason
Just
with
make
her.
sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
How do I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and
Yes?
heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking
Okay,
for
one
it.
second.
I'm
Before
sure it's
you-
somewhere upstairs.
About that. Let's go back to this. I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere for me to up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Don't worry, I was bothered enough for both of us, because that
Thank
was
you. Now let's
really
get out of here.
nasty. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Bro. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Not really.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Whatever. Fucking go to the cabin. I've already asked him that. He doesn't have a good answer.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
Incredible.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'll take the blade. I think I know what I need to do to get a new ending for this. I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Alright, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Definitely.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit closer, let me see.
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
Shit.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her.
I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed?
I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled?
Did not think she was gonna do that. Holy shit.
How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
Drop it.
As your
I think I have to,
weapon
like,
falls
let her kill
pathetically
me,
to the
but
floor,
not-
the princess
I think I have to, like,
releases
let her kill
you
me.
from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
Yeah, I think I have to let her kill me, and then that'll be the
That
new
wasn't so hard, was
ending,
it?
and we'll kind of see what happens.
She pulls up her hair,
What?
smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
What?
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
Oh, God. I was watching Uneasy Silence, I guess.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh.
So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches.
What the fuck?
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations, you saved the world.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go.
Fuck.
But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
Let's go.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Let's go.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
No, I want to go.
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Take the princess with you. No, leave the basement. Get out of there.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
No.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
So I just have to
You
like
don't have
sit
to
with
act
my trauma
surprised.
forever.
You
Great.
could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
Great.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
That's bullshit. Let us out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a
Yeah, pretty
wonderful,
much. Depending on the
boring
choices you make, you'll
You've
get
never
different
been happier.
princesses. Different princesses have different paths they
Decades.
can take.
No, it can't be decades.
So it
We can't
really-
go along with this. We can't let
Pretty
him
much
win.
every time you play it, you're gonna have different results. What do you suggest then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
Yeah.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Yup.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want? That's all we needed to hear.
Oh, glitched out. Weird.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart.
What did he say?
You collect.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
What did he say? I don't have to answer that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Cool. I think I'm gonna cut it here because I'm just like, I did not think I was gonna
On the
go
path in
this
the
long
chains
tonight.
everywhere.
So I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna come back to this probably next week or the weekend. We'll see. Where am I? Thank you. I hope you have a good night too. I'll be probably back online Wednesday. Unsure what the plan will be. I'll probably be on with a couple of friends of mine. Unsure what the game plan is gonna be though. We'll kind of see where we go. Be around Wednesday and Thursday, probably sometime this weekend as well. But thanks for hanging out and have a great rest of your night.